A studio story?
A studio story?
Yeah, like anything happened.
Does he?
No, do you?
In what sense?
In the sense of like going to the studio and then something special happened or something out of the ordinary.
In a negative way?
In a negative or positive way.
Well, it depends. I mean, I think as an engineer, you got positive things like, when I first went to Street Execs, I was able to get in the room with Skooly. That was the first artist in Atlanta that I worked with. And Skooly, I met him at Patchwork. So Patchwork Studios in Atlanta is legendary. Everything was done there, including Ether by Nas and all the Outkast early stuff, man. And Beyonce, all that stuff. And Skooly was there, and I was just walking around the studio like usual. I saw a man with a Street Execs chain on, and I was like, "Oh, hey, man, what's your name?" Da-da-da. I was like, "Who's upstairs?" He said, "Skooly." I said, "Cool." I said, "Could I give him some beats?" He's like, "Yeah, but I might forget your flash drive, but go knock on the tour bus and tell him I sent you." So, man answers the tour bus. He said, "What's up, dude?" I was like, "Not much, man. I was told I can give some beats to Skooly, and I had a flash drive." Mm-hmm. And, he was totally cool. He actually called him. He was like, "Yeah, Rilo said that some kid wanted to give you some beats." It's like, "Oh, yeah, he's cool. He's like, "Okay, yeah, he'll get him. So then I actually ran into Skooly in the kitchen at the studio as I walked back in. Like, oh, perfect. He was deep. The door was open. So I kind of just went type of sideways knock. I was like, "Hey, man, sorry to bother you. Rilo said I could give you some beats, man. I'm trying to give you some whatever." He's like, "Oh, that's love." He was super cool. We exchanged, like, information and stuff like that. And the next day, he was like, "Yo, just come to Street Execs tomorrow. And we'll chop it up or whatever." So that's, again, is a perfect example of real relationships, man. I ran into a man that knew Skooly. I met both of them, got an idea. Then I said, "Hey, man, I'm trying to give you something. Guess what? This is where the real relationship happened with the handshake. Come here tomorrow. You bring the real result. You go there tomorrow. And you got packs of beats." And then, what happened was I was led into the session by one of the guys at the desk. It's like, "I said, I'm here for school." He said, "Oh, okay." And they let me in the session. We all sat down on the couches in the studios. Everybody was playing beats, other producers, other guys. I'm sitting now in my first real session in Atlanta. I don't know nobody. I was let in. I'm nervous, and I hand the engineer the drive. The engineer starts going through them. Probably went through 20 of them. And he picked a good, I don't even know how many beats he picked, but he cut to 3 of them that night. So I guess my studio story with that was me learning that real relationships and real results always work together. Meaning that the relationship we started with that small handshake and that small little gesture, and the real result comes from when you execute and you're like, "You know what? I got you right now." Boom. We didn't shake hands for nothing. And we got a lot of records. We got like 5 or 6 songs together in the 4 or 5 sessions we did, if that.
Nice.
I mean, I'll always be able to know I can give them some beats, or I could give somebody else some beats, like. So that really taught me everything to the point where I'm just like, all I got to do is shake hands and bring a real result back. They have no reason to say anything. We don't need to talk. We don't need to be on the phone every day. If I see somebody that I have a relationship with, as far as business, I'll pass them some beats and we'll be on our way, man. We'll make some records. We'll get some things situated, and that's how the relationship works.